Wes has been hanging around the circus lately, and I understand you got to kiss a female star performer.
Yeah, right after she'd eaten a herring.
Oh, wonderful.
It wasn't exactly a romantic moment, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus is in town, and this year promises to be better than ever. From high flyers to freewheelers, there is something for everyone. Come along for a sneak preview of what's under the big top in tonight's West Side Story. Emile Popescu was a European acrobatic star until about 10 years ago when he started working with sea lions. How does he get them to do the things other sea lions won't do?
There's a lot of patience, a lot of love, and a lot of fish.
Kissing sea lions after a piece of fresh herring is not the most romantic thing you'll ever do in life. And I must say, Alicia needs a shave. Have you seen the magazine show stories on the Bronx kids who do incredible things on inline skates?
Yeah, out in New York, yeah, MTV, 2020, and a bunch of those guys came out. And the new one now, 48 Hours, you know, they're following us.
Apparently, circus producer Kenneth Feld saw those stories on the networks and hired these guys right off the streets of New York. Now, talk about circus tradition. You may have seen the 7-person pyramids on the ground, but have you ever seen it on the high wire? The Guerreros are the only ones doing this trick anywhere.
My mother was in the circus, and her father was in the circus, and her grandfather was in the circus.
Back in 1969, a New Yorker named Jerry King sneaked into the circus and saw a man on a unicycle. He had to have one, and he taught his buddies in the streets how to ride. Now the third generation of New York street kids are teaching others how to do this.
One man's dream has affected 30 or more lives. Maybe we can now affect another 60, maybe 90 lives, doing something constructive and basically building better citizens.
And finally, when you see the flying caballeros, you must remember there is nobody better at this than a long line of Mexican circus performers.
You talk about Mexico and a circus, and right away they're going to tell you flying trapeze.
Years ago, Alfredo Cardona was the first man to do a triple flip on the trapeze. Then Ruben Caballero did the quadruple. Now his little brother Luis does it. And every Mexican child who ever sees the circus dreams of being better than the great Alfredo. Circus tradition is what makes Ringling better and better every year. And this year we've got David Ribley back, the famous clown. It's a great, great performance this year. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus is performing at the fairgrounds tonight through Sunday, and then the greatest show on earth moves over to St. Petersburg Thursday for a 10-day run at the Bayfront Center. It ought to be great because this is one of the premier shows I've ever seen. Non-stop action. They've tightened it up, and the theme this year is Egypt.
Oh, wonderful.
And wait till you see the statues. They come to life before your very eyes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, it's great.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Now, coming